Hey folks, it's Nick Granville coming to you from Wellington, New Zealand. So today I thought I'd talk about this new pedal board I'm setting up and why. I don't know if it's going to stay in this configuration, but I was kind of looking at it. I've been doing a bunch of gigs with my FM3 for a while now. It's kind of been sort of the mainstay, and the reason is it's just so portable and light, and it sounds great. And in many of the situations I find myself in, it's the best solution. It just gets the right tones I need to get quickly and at a level that I can kind of deal with, and so on and so on. But I've kind of been missing having something with pedals. And I bought this OTB Boost recently made by Owen Barry, and I kind of wanted to put that in the setup. Then I started thinking, well, what happens if I kind of just made the FM3 for amp modeling, cabinet modeling, reverb delay, and then maybe a few effects, and kind of use drives on pedals and then some kind of octave. And originally I was going to go with the old mate, the OC2 by Boss. But the more I was thinking about it, I was thinking, actually the Whammy kind of presents some interesting things. I'll talk about that today. And why I selected these particular pedals. So this is my clean tone, just straight clean. This is my clean tone, just straight clean. I always play with some reverb, right? And then my thinking on that was I could just add delay, and that would make a good lead tone. It's the Blues Disorder on the Blues Breaker setting. One of the reasons I selected that pedal is one of my favorite pedals of all time has been the OCD. I just love the OCD. It's awesome. And that has an OCD function. I flick a switch and boom, I've got that kind of sound. But I've also loved the Dude. That's my favorite for a bridge pickup, lead tone, kind of Dumble-esque thing. So those kind of, out of those two pedals, I can get a lot of things. But of course I've got the OTB Boost. And what I like about that one is it just kind of sweetens everything. And to me, it's like a sweetener pedal. And then, of course, tremolo. And I probably even leave the OTB Boost on most of the time. As you would have heard in the intro, I went through a few sounds. Then chorus. But one of the cool things is I'm actually thinking I might set up something different on that patch because I could use chorus on the Whammy. This is chorus on the Whammy. Just the detune function. The cool thing I like about that is as soon as I pull the pedal back, I can adjust the depth. So maybe I could just put chorus on one chord and then pull it off on the next line and stuff. So that presents a whole lot of cool stuff too, right? And then I have a crunch sound set up. Which has a fair bit of gain. That's a Friedman setting, but because I have a treble bleed on here, if I want it more classic rock, I'll just turn the volume down. Like John Cougar, that kind of thing. Or John Cougar Mellencamp, if you want to call him that. And on the next one of that, I got a wah set up. then I was thinking, what am I going to do with the next two scenes on this? So on scene 7, I put a phaser and I could put a different reverb in. And the idea of this one was to get it like super dry. You see, there's almost no reverb, but there's a modulation on it. So that to me is like Funk City, right? That kind of thing, right? And then scene 8, big delays. So you imagine where I'm going with it? The kind of territory, or just even like... It's kind of cool, right? You can see that just... yeah, it's another kind of element. So what I'm finding out of this is that it frees up more space in the FM3. It's using less processing because now I don't need a drive block in there or any of that kind of stuff. But it also means I can have 8 scenes that are based on effects and then add this other stuff in as needed. Now the cool thing is, if I was going to like go fly somewhere to do a gig, leave the pedal board at home, just take the FM3, right? So it's a really powerful setup in that setup case. And what I'd do is I'd have the same preset, but I'd put some drives in there for lead tones instead of using the pedals. But the other thing too is, like, on a gig, I can just manually reach down and change a control on the drive pedals. And it might actually be the case where the FM3 just sits on a clean tone with a bit of reverb. So it's doing the reverb, the amp modeling, and the cabinet modeling, and then that's just over there. And then I use the pedals if it's all it needs, like a blues gig, for example. I'd hit that Blues Disorder pedal, and that's kind of in that territory with the OTB boost on as well. I'll show you what that sounds like. So that could be this kind of thing. That's cool. I could do a whole blues gig with just that tone. So you see where I'm going with this? So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know if I'll use this particular pedal board. I don't particularly like it this direction. I think I could kind of find some way. What I'm thinking is that maybe another pedal board that I've got lying around, I'll put it on it and I'll find some way to mount the FM3 so that I can take it on and off quickly. And of course I'll have a volume pedal, and then I'll have my expression switch, which is a tap, tempo and boost on the other one, off the side as well. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with it. So I thought I'd just share that update and kind of let you know where I'm kind of going with this. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.